And a very good Friday to all of you out there. It's Danny Boy, along with the Corpus Christi himself, Bill Murphy, and we like to welcome you. Let me get my words right, Billy Boy. We would like to welcome you in. I can't speak today to the Sports Insanity Podcast live on the SIN YouTube channel. We are sponsored, as always, by the Dugout of Millwood. Billy Boy, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, folks? Happy Friday! And when we mean a good Friday, we mean it's just a Friday that's good. We're not talking about, you know,
Why does that come to mind?
Good Friday.
Well, why does that come to mind though? I can't
Right,
say
you're
it's a
talking about
good
someone who has
Friday.
a Catholic
Just,
feel.
just like can't say it's a good Monday. Like,
Um, but anyway, that aside, we got a great show for you today.
yeah.
We got a great show for you today. We got some, baseball going into its last 2 weeks. Got some playoff races we're going to talk about. Big, big retirement that's going on. And also, of course, it's Football Friday.
Yep.
We're going to talk a little bit about last night's Bills Dolphins game. And of course, pick 'em. All right. So we are in the last 2 weeks of the Major League Baseball season.
Mm.
And, I want to congratulate the Chicago Cubs, who have clinched the NL Central. Am I correct?
Well, they clinched a playoff spot. I think the
They
division
clinched.
might go to the Brewers if
They
they haven't
clinched a
gone to.
playoff spot in
Yeah,
the wild card. So congratulations to the Chicago Cubs.
yeah,
Hey, Cubs have been good this year.
yeah. They play very well. I mean, the that NL Central, man. They always got some big dogs and stuff. So yeah, pretty good stuff.
And now a look at the MLB playoff picture.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. The Brewers, they're 6 games ahead of those Cubs in the Central, so they'll probably win that division easily.
Yes, Brewers have been hot this year.
Red hot.
Um,
Pretty much since the second half of the season.
yes. Second half of the season, they've been on
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, they've been a tremendous team to watch. Um, but yeah, the playoff picture, starting, let's stick with the National League for a second because just a couple of notes. Phillies clinched the NL East. That was expected. Um, like we said, Brewers and Cubs are in the playoffs. The Reds are trying to make the playoffs as well. They're two and back in the wild card to the New York Mets. And then, of course, we still have an NL West race to keep an eye on. So the Dodgers are 3 games ahead of the Padres. Padres still trying to make a last minute run towards the division. Um, but I think the Padres are sitting comfy in that wild card at the very least. So for right now, the Padres look good. Obviously, we know the Cubs are good. And then of course the last wild card spot is with the Mets right now, Billy Boy.
Yes, the Mets, they're right now, whatchamacallit? They're probably in like the sixth seed right now.
Yeah, they're third wild card.
They have the third wild card right now. Um, yeah, and the Reds are only 2 games back.
Yeah, the Reds and the Diamondbacks are tied. Diamondbacks had a tremendous series against the San Francisco Giants. The Giants, who were thought to take over the Mets in the third wild card, they have since fallen back to hard times. Um, they're 4-6 in their last 10, and then of course the Diamondbacks has just taken off since. Um, So the Reds and the Diamondbacks, those are the two teams to watch in the National League right now. Reds are looking good. I saw that Hunter Green had a um 9 inning shutout. One probably I think it was like a one hitter or something. To seal the deal against the Cubs. So that kept the Reds in the playoff spot. So sorry, close to a playoff spot. Excuse me. Sorry.
Yes, it has kept them close to a playoff spot.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mets got the Nationals this weekend. Sorry, Patch Man. A series they should win.
Yeah. Now the Nationals have given Mets fits this season. So, and knowing that the Mets are the margin of error is zero right now. Like they need all the pitching that they can get. They need all the hitting that they can get from the big guns. You're talking Soto, you're talking Lindor, talking um P. Alonso, all those people. And then of course, yeah, those three young guns that the Mets have brought up from the minor leagues that have been far better starters than any of these starting pitchers they had all season. They need to come through big in this last couple weeks of the season, and hopefully they can get the job done and secure the spot. But I would watch out Reds and Diamondbacks. Those are the teams to look out for.
Oh, you're 100% correct, bro. Reds and Diamondbacks are 100% are the teams you really got to look out for.
Yeah,
Is they got to look at is those are the teams we really got to look out for.
yeah,
So wild card is yeah, things are heating up. Now let's flip to the American League for a second, shall we?
sure.
Um, okay, we're starting with the East. The Jays lead the Yankees by 3 games.
Hmm.
Jays lead the Yankees by 3 games.
Yeah.
The the yeah, Jays lead the Yankees by 3. The I think the Jays are going to take the AL East.
Yeah, it definitely, um, I think they, unfortunately, they will be able to take that division, which again, it sucks because you as a Yankee fan, I always want the Yankees to win the division and all that stuff. But that's just me being, um, being a fan and everything. But it does seem like that the Blue Jays will be taking that division. They can take a playoff spot with a win tonight. So that they're definitely going to the playoffs. That that's definitely happening. Um, so yeah, it's uh, definitely the Blue Jays are fine to take that division for the Yankees. Yankees, I would focus on just making the playoffs at this point. I think the magic number is like 6 or 5, whatever it is. Um, so get the job done for the Yankees.
Playoffs at this point.
Yeah, I don't care. I just want to get into the playoffs and give ourselves a chance. And look, it's gonna be that dreaded wild card series. We all hate it. Is what it is. Get the job done.
If the season were to end today, they would probably be playing Seattle.
Yeah, who have been red hot. They talk about another team that's been red hot. They took over the Astros in that AL West. Look at that.
Yes.
Now, I see that they have a tied record right now, but clearly the Astros are not necessarily uh looking great.
No, they're not looking great right now.
Yeah. And I mean, look, they had a good series against Texas, but the Mariners are the one that are really, really, really um surging. They're 9-1 in their last 10, and all season they've really given Houston fits. So
So no, the Texas Rangers you got to look out for.
Are you sure? I mean,
But now they could be on the outside looking in, but I don't think it's likely.
they're 4 games out. So
No, I meant for the wild card in general.
the Texas Rangers are 4 games out.
Okay, sorry,
They're fine.
I
Yeah,
doinked out.
yeah, they're trying to catch Boston right now, and that's gonna be pretty tough. Again, it would take a miracle. You need Cleveland to fall out, you need Boston to fall out, and then the Rangers really have to go on some type of massive surge in the final week of the season. It's gonna be very tough for them. It's also gonna be very tough. I see the Kansas City Royals are technically mathematically alive. I don't really see anything out of them. They're 3-7. Their last 10. Tampa Bay Rays are mathematically there, but they're 8 games out. So I would not trust those two teams. The team I would look for in the American League right now is the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland Guardians,
Absolutely. No,
who
I think
I
the Guardians are a team you got to keep an
yeah,
eye on.
who I do not want the Yankees to face anytime in the playoffs because Lord knows they have their number. So, um, but at the same time, wouldn't it be nice to see Boston fall out of it after they gave us fits all season? Wouldn't it be nice for Houston to not be anywhere in the mix in the American League? Like, so there's those things too. So yeah.
Uh, Perfect. That would be great, but let me tell you, I don't know if I want to play Houston in the playoffs.
No one does. The Yankees did have a good series in Houston the last time they faced them, but Houston, the playoffs is a different animal. Always.
They always kick our asses,
Yeah.
especially in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is a wild card, very interesting wild card standing in the AL Central. I think that's a division we gotta actually no, doink. Sorry, I am like losing it today.
Yeah, the Central right now, um, it's the Tigers, right? So I think the Tigers should be okay, unless they start losing again. I know they lost 3 straight. That again, Cleveland, but who cares?
Okay, so that is the MLB playoff picture. We'll keep an eye on it as we move forward. And don't worry, we will be getting a Bombers banter, hopefully before the playoff season before the postseason starts. So anyway, now time to now also there's some news in Major League Baseball. Clayton Kershaw has announced his retirement.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Congratulations to him. No, Clayton Kershaw, man, he definitely one of the best pitchers I've ever seen pitch in my lifetime, and always a big gamer. He, in recent years has suffered through a lot of injuries and obviously hasn't been the same, but always a big time Dodger. Loves LA and you know won a championship with them. Just an absolutely tremendous career. He has 3 Cy Youngs. He's led the NL and ERA many times, wins many times, and a lot of the things that he's just every time you would go out there and see Clayton Kershaw pitch, it was always, always, always a tremendous thing to watch. So absolutely congratulations on a tremendous career. He'll end his career less than 300 wins. We were kind of debating about this last night, Bill, about whether or not he belongs in the Hall of Fame. I think he does. I just don't know if he's gonna be first ballot. That's my big thing.
All right. Well, like, here's his numbers. He's an 11-time All-Star. He's played his whole career with the Dodgers.
Hmm.
11-time All-Star.
Yeah,
2014 NL MVP. Three-time NL Cy Young
yeah,
winner. 2011 Triple Crown. 2011 Gold Glove Award. Roberto Clemente Award. Three-time NL wins leader. Five-time NL ERA leader, three-time strikeout leader, and on June 18th, 2014, in his second season, he pitched a no-hitter. So I would say I would agree with you. I don't think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but I would give him a second ballot.
yeah. I mean, he'll definitely get some votes first time around. Um, I just don't know how it's gonna be enough. I mean, but it's a tremendous career. There's no doubt about it, and really sad to see him go. You know, again, one of the better pitchers in my lifetime that I really enjoy watching. And a big time gamer, you always trusted him on the mound. There was never a time where if you had Clayton Kershaw, there was never a time where you were concerned. You always got big gains out of him. So it was definitely one of the better careers out there. And he spent his career with one team. A lot of players don't do that anymore. So
A lot of them bounce around.
yeah, exactly. By the way, we're getting hounded with text messages from Mark Halpern. We see that you're on the YouTube, Mark. Okay, we see that you're on YouTube. All right, wait,
We see it, Mark. We know you're watching.
like we get it. Like, interact with us. Oh, why don't you come on the show and interact? You know that
I
that
I second that, Mark. Come on in.
come
Come
on.
on in, Mark. The door's open.
Yeah,
The door's open. Just walk right in. We're here.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I think Clayton Kershaw is going to, I would say, second ballot.
yeah.
He's got the numbers. He's got a 2.53 ERA. So he's
Yeah, the lifetime ERA numbers are a fucking beast. Um, Strikeout numbers up there too. Um, again, in terms of wins, it's not quite there. But of course, you have to keep in mind, he's been hurt a lot in the past few years. So I give him a lot of grace for that. So, um, but yeah, no, tremendous stuff. And he'll be missed. Like, again, we don't get pitchers like Clayton Kershaw anymore. I know there's obviously Skubal. I know that there's Paul Skeens. Hopefully Cam Schlittler for our team can turn into a big gamer. But a lot of pitchers are no longer true starting pitchers anymore. We're getting like openers to that they're developing in Major League Baseball. So he's like one of the last few that are left in that type of era of the true starting pitcher. It was a tremendous career to watch.
yeah, he is the last like true starting pitcher,
Yeah,
and that is yeah. So Clayton Kershaw calling it quits.
yeah.
Okay, he was on the World Series team last year, but he was injured, so they're only really counting 2020. Which you know our feelings on the 2020 baseball season.
Well, it was nothing season, but he still won a world championship. I mean, I'm sorry, like it counts whether people like it or not. It counts.
It counts.
You
So
know.
Kershaw calling it a career. All right. Now we move from the diamond to the gridiron.
Okay.
Last night, dude, we were all wrong on Thursday Night Gridiron. Every single one of us was wrong. We thought this game was going to be an absolute blowout. We thought this game was going to be an absolute blowout, but the Bills still won, though. They still won. This game was closer than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Oh ho ho! Look who joins us.
You ask and
Look
ye
who's
shall
here.
receive.
The old ops guy on the football Friday. Hey,
The
hey,
old guy, the old apps guy pounces on in.
yeah,
How are you,
um,
Mark?
I'm doing great.
yeah. Thanks for joining us. Again, we appreciate you being the viewer on the YouTube. We appreciate that. We love the support. Um, yeah, no, we just transitioning to football, talking about Thursday night game, which was a good game. I got to give the Dolphins a lot of credit. Everyone's jobs are on the line here, and they played their heart out. I really do think the Dolphins played for their coach. But the Buffalo Bills are the Buffalo Bills. And what did I say on the Thursday night gridiron? You cannot make mistakes against Buffalo Bills. You can't.
It'll come back to bite you in the ass, and it did.
They know how to pound you, and they know how to take advantage of you.
Again, James Cook doing James Cook things.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, from the first quarter, you could see how much in control he was. You know, but again, I said these teams play each other tough, and I said it last night. I had it handpicked at 38-17, but I always watch out for a closer game, and this was a good football game.
This was a very good football game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but no, this team was. Now, this game, like I said, it was closer than we thought it was going to be. And are the Buffalo Bills the best team in the NFL right now?
Pretty
No,
close.
I think he's still Philly. That hasn't changed.
Watch,
I'm
if it's a
taking a knock from my own
Buffalo,
team. I think it's still Baltimore.
if it's a Buffalo Philly Super Bowl in New York, Jets and Giant fans are going to be so divided.
Well, Super Bowl's not in New York this year, so we wouldn't have to
Well,
worry
you know
about
what I
that.
mean. Like, no, I meant
Well, in
fans.
the
Fan-wise.
yeah, in the area, yeah. But we'll get to that when that happens.
No,
But
because it's like the Giant fans, you don't want to see the Eagles win.
right.
But if you're a Jets fan, you don't want to see Buffalo win. So it's
Well,
going to be like
well,
both
especially
Giant fans are going to be
especially the
rooting for.
Jet fan because they still want to be the only team from the state of New York to actually win a Super Bowl, So it's just, you know,
So they can have that on their a chip on their shoulders on that one, can't they?
yeah. Until they move back.
And then remember,
Yeah,
if that
right.
happens, Nate Moser and Adam Reeder will be partying for 6 straight months.
Oh yeah, I won't see Nate ever again. 'Cause
Yeah.
They will be partying for six
yeah,
straight months.
I won't see him ever again. But again, great night, great job by Buffalo Bill. Josh Allen did not have a great game, and that's fine. He doesn't have to have a great game every time.
Well, because you know what? He's got a strong enough team around him to support
Right.
him.
Yeah.
Like, because there
Um,
are other teams that, the quarterback is the main guy.
yeah.
Well, he usually is the main guy, but you get what I'm saying.
Mhm.
You smell when I'm stepping in. Um, but the thing is, you know, you don't need that. You got James Cook, you got Dalton Kincaid. Their defense is good. That's why Buffalo is a strong team. Now, if you flip over to Miami, again, the game was closer than we thought. Like, if you remember last night, all three of us saw this, three of us, four of us. Sorry, folks, my Friday brain is starting to kick in. Um, all four of us thought that we all thought that this game was going to be an absolute blowout. Like we thought this was going to be a good old-fashioned beatdown. But no, Miami, to their credit, they stayed in.
Mhm.
They stayed in the game. And yeah, they still lost, but they only lost by 10 points. Like we had him losing by like 20, like by 15, 20 points last night. Remember, guys?
Yeah.
But this
Well,
could be it for Tua.
Yeah.
and that's the thing. That's the big thing. You want to make sure that when your job's on the line, you want to play as well as you can, and they did. Good receiving game by Tyreek Hill, good receiving game by Jalen Waddle. Um, Rushing, Achan was spectacular.
Had a good
Um,
game.
but ultimately, the Miami defense, if they if the Buffalo Bills don't capitalize on Miami mistakes, that Miami defense actually was holding Buffalo to not a lot of points. So we credit the defense as well. The big killer was that penalty, the roughing the kicker penalty. The Dolphins were going to get the ball back, and they get a roughing the kicker penalty, and that was a personal foul that gave the Bills automatic first down, drive down for a touchdown. It was a tie game. Like it was, I think it was a tie game. But that changed everything. You don't want to give the Bills a reason to pound you, and the Dolphins did. Not to mention the Tua turnover, the interception, late in the
Yeah.
game as well.
Oh, absolutely. Now, so yeah, the Buffalo Bills beating the Miami Dolphins 31 to 21. Now, Reggie, my boy, guess what time it is?
It's pick'em time.
It's pick'em time. It's time for pick'em.
Dun dun
Okay.
dun.
And Mark is joining us on this one.
Sure.
Okay, so for this week, for last week, Reg beat me by one game.
Well, that's amazing. Better than last year. I didn't like I couldn't find a way to beat you at all.
He went he went eight and he went 9-6. I went 8-6.
Okay. How did I
He
go
won.
9-6 and you go eight and
What
six?
what was
How's that
that?
possible?
You know what? I got to look at that later, don't I?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at that later, folks.
All right.
All right. So now going into this week, we all
Uh,
picked
uh,
Buffalo.
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
We all picked Buffalo, so we're both starting off 1-0.
That's good.
Okay. Reggie, Green Bay and Cleveland in Cleveland.
This is easy one. This is the Green Bay Packers all over.
Oh,
Defensively, offensively, there should be no reason why the Green Bay Packers lose to the Cleveland Browns. They're so crummy, um, that my my cat, I don't have a cat, but
is Reggie's fictional cat.
can eat up the Browns' crumminess on the floor. They're so bad. It's terrible.
All right, Mark, what do you think?
I agree with Dan. There is no reason why Green Bay should lose this game. Against a weak Cleveland team, Green Bay wins this outright.
And that's for the patch, man. Okay. The Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans.
I'm gonna say the Colts. They'll go 3-0.
You think the Colts are going to go 3-0?
You know what? Say what you want. That offense is clicking.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm picking Danny Dimes on this one.
This is where I will differ. Cam Ward gets his first win this week as Tennessee gets to Mr. Trippy Trippy.
Okay.
You're 5 years
Look,
later.
I'm not going to take away what he's done through the first two games of the season.
You're still
He's
holding that
played
over our heads,
amazing football, but this is the game that's going to trip him up.
Okay.
Okay, Cincinnati and Minnesota.
It's gonna be tough without Burrow. I mean, I think I like that Vikings defense a lot. I'm gonna pick the Vikings.
Mark.
J.K. Browning versus Carson Wentz. I mean, this is going to be an interesting offensive game. I like Cincinnati to take this one.
Okay. So you think it's gonna be more offense? I think it's gonna be more
Yeah,
defensive.
this is going to be more offense.
Okay.
I'm gonna s- I think Browning's just gotta hit Chase and Higgins, so I'm gonna go Cincy.
Minnesota's got weapons too, so keep that in mind.
Okay. Next, Pittsburgh and New England.
Pittsburgh.
Mark?
Pittsburgh.
All right, make it three. I'll go Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Wait, wait, wait. I think I messed something up here. Hold on.
I'll continue. LA,
No, no, wait.
what's up?
Hold on. Okay, no, okay. Rams are playing the Eagles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about to say that. Yeah.
Okay, I think I typed any twice for some weird reason. So, okay,
All right.
LA and the Eagles. I hate to say it, Philly.
it guts me to say it. Philly.
Yeah, this is gonna be the Eagles at home against the Rams. No stranger to that, right?
Yeah, no stranger to that.
Eagles with the dub.
Okay. Raiders and the Commanders.
Big news out of Washington. Jaden Daniels out with a knee.
Yep.
Ooh.
So that just came down officially. We have been speculating because he wasn't practicing all week. We have been speculating that he was going to be out. Marcus Mariota at quarterback. Um, they're facing Vegas at home. I don't like this for Washington. I don't like. Look, the offense already looks bad with Jaden Daniels. Now you're gonna put Mariota in there. It sounds very fishy. I like the Raiders in this one.
Something went wrong when they traded Brian Robinson. Something in that organization wasn't thinking. Then they lost Austin Eckler for the season. Now you've lost Jaden Daniels for at least 1 week. Could be more, but at least 1 week. This is a prime game for the Raiders to come in at home and stomp on the Commanders, not just beat. And they're going to do it. Give me the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders on this one.
Yeah, I mean the only saving grace is that Washington defense, but I'm just being real with you. Like even the Packers knew to score 30 on them, so it's like it's bad.
Okay. The the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I don't trust the Jets here. Come on now,
Yeah, me neither.
Tampa Bay.
Mark.
With no Justin Fields, I'm sorry, Tampa Bay wins this game.
Yeah, the big problem is not necessarily the offense, because I know the offense can score. They can score 20 points, no problem. The issue that I have is the defense. Defense gave up back-to-back 30-point games, and they look lost in the secondary. They can get to the quarterback, but if they can't cover receivers, and then the Tampa Bay has some good ones, they can't cover receivers, man. That is a massive problem. So, Aaron Glenn and his defensive staff has to get it together with that.
Okay. The Atlanta the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers.
This should pretty much be a no-brainer. It is possible Carolina could pull a Detroit Lions and go 0 for the entire season. Give me Atlanta in a big game here.
Yeah, I'm going to Atlanta as well. Carolina, they're definitely more serious. They're just not any good. Like that's just the bottom line. But they're playing as hard as they can. Like they're showing effort.
But yeah, I'm going with Atlanta. Okay. Houston and Jacksonville.
It's a tough one. Jacksonville only because of the points.
Mark?
Give me Houston, CJ Stroud to bounce back from last week.
Okay.
I like what I've been seeing out of Jacksonville, so I'm going Jacks.
All right. So me and Bill got the Jags. Texans goes with Mark.
Okay. Denver and Los Angeles Chargers.
Was a tough one. I'm gonna pick the Chargers to win.
Justin Herbert's rolling, and when he's hot, that team wins ball games.
Yeah.
Give
I'm
me the
picking the
Chargers.
Chargers.
4 o'clock games. New Orleans at Seattle, Bill.
I'm going Seattle at home.
I'm taking
This,
Seattle as well. Go ahead, Mark.
yeah, this one I really don't know how to call, as both teams have been really a plethora of problems all over the place.
Hmm.
But give me Seattle at home. That 12th man might actually help out.
Yeah. And Seattle actually had a much better offensive game against Pittsburgh last week. So I expect them to be better at home. You're not going to see all the nonsense that you saw in the first game against the 49ers. Like that was not a good way to end that game. Um, all right. 4:25 Dallas at Chicago.
Which I will be watching with my daughter, who is now interested in football. Yes,
Perfect.
Dallas to absolutely go in and stomp out the Little Bears. This is not going to be a close game. Dallas has a lot to prove on the road here.
Okay, so one for Dallas. Reggie.
I'm gonna say Dallas. Look, the reason why I'm picking Dallas because the Bears suck. And look, hopefully you hope the Bears are just going through a funk and then they'll find their ways later in the season. They ain't finding it right now.
Yeah, I hate to say it. I'm going with, and it's choked for me to say it, Mark. I got to go Dallas because I don't like how this Bears team is starting right now. Okay, Arizona and San Francisco.
I'm impressed by the Cardinals, but give me San Francisco. They're at home.
San
I'm actually,
Francisco with the loss of Purdy, Kittle, and this team, it's going to rely on San Francisco's defense. I think Arizona is going to muscle their way through. Give me Arizona.
I'm going Arizona too. Kyler Murray. Well, over in San Francisco with Purdy being out,
Yeah.
I'm going with San Fran. Okay, the Sunday night game, Kansas City against my beloved New York Giants.
Is this the game where the Giants could win?
I'm actually thinking it can. Now,
I
listen,
don't
you
know.
can
It's a
all
tough
sit
one.
here and call me crazy, but
This game has become a lot bigger than it originally looked on the schedule, as both teams
Yeah.
0-2 to start the season.
Like
I
who
do not know if Kansas City could rebound from an 0-3 start.
it's a tough thing to crack. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the Giants. I like the Giants here.
my man.
Offensively, they've they looked okay last week against Dallas. Granted, it was Dallas. Um, they're gonna face a better team in Kansas City this week. I don't know, man. This Chiefs team, man, they are really struggling
Yeah,
at
they're in a
finding
funk right now.
any type of rhythm offensively. They could certainly get the job done defensively, but I don't know, man. And look, the Giants can give you first half Cowboys. game on defense, they should be fine. Give me the Giants.
I'm
Look,
gonna go with the
go ahead, Bill. Sorry.
I'm going with the Giants as well, not because I'm a Giants fan. I'm picking the Giants because the the Chiefs just are not starting off good. Pat Mahomes is on the injury report, but I think he's going to be playing. There's something wrong with his wrist, I think.
He's fine. It's just scuttlebutt.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs have not come out well. And if the Giants offense plays like they did last week, then I think we should be in good shape. But can we just get one thing here? Enough damn penalties. I don't want to see yellow ever again.
And that's another team you don't want to mess with in terms of penalties.
Because
Chiefs.
they're going to pounce on that,
Mhm.
buddy. They're going to pounce on that.
All right. Olaf's
So
guy.
who are you
What
picking, Mark? I'm sorry.
Now, the return of Xavier Worthy is going to be the difference in this game. He was missing from that KC Chiefs team for the first two games after a collision with Travis Kelce. He is set to return this Sunday. Give me KC only because of the return of Worthy. I think the
Okay.
Giants will put up a good fight, though.
All right. Our Monday night game, the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens.
The Lions on the road. I don't like that environment for them. I I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I've been at that stadium before. It it gets pretty loud over there. I think it'll be
Detroit
tough for Jared
Lions
Goff.
coming off a huge win last week. Jared Goff, 5 touchdowns. If they don't come close to repeating that review, Baltimore's going to run away with this game. Give me Baltimore.
I'm going with Baltimore as well. I think the Ravens, like I said last night on Gridiron, if the, I when we asked if the Bills would get over the hump, I said depending on if Casey gets back on track, depending on if Casey gets back on track, or if the or if or I think the Ravens are going to be that team to beat in the AFC, aside from Buffalo. So yeah, I'm picking the Ravens as well. All right, there is our picks for the week.
Picks of the week. I'm worried about the Jets. I mean, look, I know this season wasn't supposed to be about going to the playoffs and winning. It's about building the culture. And ultimately, I think that will happen at some point. I just got really pissed off with that game against Buffalo, man. Like that's a game that they I'm not saying they should have won because I didn't expect them to win. But one thing that I want with the Jets is to be competitive. I'm tired of this non-competitive nonsense. Can they win with some type of respect?
I totally agree.
So that really ticked me off. And they better have a better showing Sunday against the Buccaneers. Buccaneers, where they scored like 19 points, something like that. Some outrageous number, you know. Like, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I would like because it's funny with the Jets and Giants. It's like in week one, Jets lose to Pittsburgh and the Giants lose to Washington, but at least the Jets were competitive.
Yeah.
And then week two, Giants lose to Dallas, Jets lose to the Bills. At least the Giants were competitive. So we
Giants were
have we've
very
been
competitive.
both teams, yeah, and Mark had the pleasure of watching me have a heart attack watching that game.
Dan as well. Dan was there.
Both of you
Yeah.
guys had the pleasure of watching me have a heart attack during that game.
Yeah.
And it's funny when I kept saying, Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. And Mark's two kids, Troy and Charlie, goes, "You'll take everything." Oh, yeah, pretty much. At least they're honest, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. So we'll watch both those teams. Congratulations are in order for the Washington Commanders. I know the Laps guy wants them to be the Redskins again. Let's see what happens during this Trump administration. They just won themselves a brand new 65,000 plus seat stadium on the old RFK
Yep.
site. And look, it's going to bring back the days of Dallas going to RFK
Oh
and
yeah.
the beautiness of, everything. Congratulations are in order. This is a tremendous thing for Washington, a tremendous day for Joshua Harris, um,
Now
and
give them
Magic
their name
Johnson,
back.
the ownership group. Absolutely, absolutely great job by the NFL, Josh Harris, and the DC government to get this job done. That was the big goal when acquiring the lease from the federal government, was to get the Commanders back to DC. That's where they truly belong. Olapsky.
You know, hard fought games in old stadiums were always a great, RFK, the Meadowlands, Texas Stadium, just to name a couple of old ones. This is going to bring the fan base back more into it than what they have been now that they're really going to be centralized once again. They're going to be at the center of it all. The only thing left to do is give them their name back. I'm sorry. It's
Mhm.
not offensive. And if anybody thinks it is, I am not trying to piss anybody off. This is in my own opinion. I don't find it as an offensive at all. So please give them the name back.
I know the Commanders have already said that they're not going to, but I know a lot of fans around here share that. I just want to let you know, like there are a lot of fans around here that actually share that. So,
And
uh,
listen, we've had this conversation a multitude of times. But Mark, I want to ask you, why do you not find that offensive?
Why do I not find it offensive, meaning the term?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the term Redskins doesn't always mean what it sounded to mean. A lot of people took it as they used to be like that because they like to take scalps. No, that wasn't the reason. It was the color of their skin that were here already. Okay? It was an attribute to their name. It was not an attribute to violence or death. If you're saying that the Redskins is offensive, then you got to change them all. The Braves, the Indians. Come on. We've had this discussion before. You can't, yeah, it's, in my opinion, not offensive.
Yeah,
so
because there have been Native American tribes who have said, "Yeah, we're fine with it. You can go back and you can change it back. It's okay. We're cool with it."
Right.
But yeah, I think what needs to be done, and I've been saying this for years, I think maybe sports teams should maybe talk to like the Native American groups in that area
yeah.
and see what they think. Because one thing, and I've always said this, what I found very interesting back in 2020 when they were trying to change the name, they were thinking about the Code Talkers, which was a tribute to a Native American unit during World War II.
The Navajo, correct.
So I thought that would have been an interesting name.
Yeah.
Um, so I would say, listen, I'm a little all over the place on this. I could see why people wouldn't want that name, but I could see why they would want that name. And but and we have said this before, not just like with Native Americans, but also for years, a couple years ago, I don't think this caught any steam, but there were people who wanted to change the name of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
They weren't going to change that.
Well,
What's offensive
that
about
name's
Some
too
some
legendary.
random person brought it up. and
Yeah.
it got clout for like 10 minutes and then it went away.
Yeah.
Because most Irish Americans I know are totally cool with that.
Yeah. But in any case, get to DC first, and then we can talk about possibly changing the name.
Yeah, just don't go back to the Washington football team,
Yeah,
please.
yeah, absolutely not. Oh, Oscar, real quick. You commented about the Mets in the YouTube chat. You're saying sweep. I think they can go two out of three or whatever it is.
The
Um,
the Mets have to, with a only a small margin of the lead that they
yeah,
have. No offense to the Nationals, they're really going to be an up and coming team over the next few years. Do not blink on them. The Mets cannot afford one loss right now.
yeah.
They have to think sweep. They have to go. They have to go in and play it hard.
Hmm.
And Dan had said it very clearly earlier. It's the pitching of these young guys. McLean, Tong pitched beautifully
Tom was
yesterday
tremendous
against the
yesterday.
Padres. Pitched beautifully. Now you got Sproat and McLean going to go up against the Nationals, and then most likely you'll see a combination of two Mets pitchers, possibly Manea and possibly the recall of Kodai Senga.
Okay.
And margin of error is zero.
Correct. They need to win these three games. They have to stay ahead.
Yeah.
Totally
Because,
agree.
because look, thankfully the National League is strong where they can have multiple people, multiple teams, I should say, within that last wild card spot. Um, Look, the Giants almost got it. Now they've fallen off. They're under
Yep.
500. It's as simple as a run in the
Hmm.
next route.
All it takes.
So, but very interested in seeing that American League race. That American League race is
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
that's going to
be.
be a fun one.
Let's go. Come on, Red Sox, drop out. You know,
Freaking go, baby. Let's freaking go.
for well,
I'm kind of rooting with Nate Moser's said team, the Toronto Blue Jays.
I get it. I get it. The look.
Nate, I know you're listening. We got NHL Jeopardy to do. Get your butt on the show.
Yeah. NHL Jeopardy. Is it going to involve his Sabres?
Oh, I think there's a whole category on them.
And how incompetent they are?
And how
I think
I'll
that was
take how
question 3.
miserable Nate Moser is for 200.
Yeah. No one talks about how the Sabres share the longest playoff drought in North American sports with the New York Jets. So it's like, no one wants to talk about that.
No one. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for today.
Yeah. Um, Oscar, thanks for joining in last minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks for
not a
joining us
problem.
at the
I was
last
home.
minute.
I was home hanging out with the puppy, so
Yeah.
Why
Give
not?
my, give my love to the dog. She's great.
puppy, you get summer. Yeah,
Are we gonna
Daddy,
be seeing
I'm
Summer's
laying
picks
here.
this weekend?
She's like, yeah, we're gonna be recording tonight, and Patch will have it up by Saturday night.
Yes. Um, if
Summer
you
went
like,
3-5 last week.
woo, okay.
Went 3-5. Good start.
All right. That's a tremendous start. Let's see
Yeah.
if she can get a winning record, an actual winning record.
Let's see what she can do. Let's see what this dog can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like what you see, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, comment like Mark did. And please continue to follow the network. We really appreciate all of the views on our YouTube and the listens on our podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Find all the shows. Log on to our website. Thanks for watching today. SIP, sponsored by the Dugout of Millwood.
And from all of us here, I'm Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy for Dan Gore Reginald and Marco Lasky Halpern. Stay safe.